her partner, Katie Pryor.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Irene Country Club, where the Fidelity Titans are taking on the Eastern Storm women's team in the Global Cricket Tournament hosted by John Deere, Steers and Mitchum. My name is Jenna Searle. With me is Ken Borland, and we will bring you live ball-by-ball commentary along with the streaming of this game. Ken, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jenna, and what an exciting conclusion the Global Cricket Tournament is coming down to with the Fidelity Titans. The equation for them is simple. If they are going to reclaim the title that Easterns took away from them last year, then they have to win this match, pure and simple. If they lose, then the DP World Lions are our champions, having edged ahead of the Titans on net run rate with a big win over the Titans yesterday and another big bonus point win this morning against Easterns.
Yes, the DP World Lions definitely brought their A game after two disappointing losses on day one. Eastern Storm will be looking to rectify their performance from this morning as they are starting out. Robin Searle, captain of the Fidelity Titans, opening the batting with her opening partner, Catherine Pryor. Dot ball to start. Mokotso Sesing from the golf course end as Searle just plays this off the back foot into the covers for no run. Young off spinner bowling in the power play. Interesting decision. She'll need to bowl with a lot of control. Of course, only two fielders allowed out on the boundary. Cow corner and long on are the fielders that have been selected to patrol the boundary rope.
I think Easton's really missed Sessing in the morning game because they didn't have a spin option for the power play overs, which we've seen has been very effective in this tournament.
Just left alone there from Searle. Yeah, she appears to be getting quite a lot of bounce off the wicket. Bounce on turn. It's wide of the wicket and it's played hard off the back foot by Searle. That'll race over the boundary rope. Titans total goes up to 4 for no loss.
It's a strong area for Robin Searle, the cut shot or the drive slash through the covers. Don't bowl there to her.
The offside is definitely where she prefers to score majority.
It's a very hot day here at Irene and we're in the midday sun. I can see no reason not to bat first, apart from if you really, really rate yourself as a chasing side. I don't think the pitch is going to change much at all through the afternoon. You might back yourselves as a very good chasing side, but we've seen in this tournament already that the Titans are a really good defending team. They like to bat first, put up a score and then defend it. And I know Robin Searle was surprised and delighted to lose the toss and bat first.
Yeah, she definitely was, grinning from ear to ear as an opening batter and a captain who always want to put yourself on the front foot and bat first. Catherine Pryor to face Tanique Williams from the Wally van Heerden end. She uses her feet, gets to the pitch of the ball and she hits this. This beats mid off up the hill and over the boundary rope here on the long off boundary. There's a slight slope just about 10 meters before the boundary rope.
And a great on drive from Katie Pryor.
Lovely start for Katie Pryor, beautifully played. All change for Easterns. They bowled no rovers of spin in the power play this morning. And now we've got spin opening the bowling, yeah, at both ends.
Williams shorter and it's pulled to the leg side. Cow corner is working. There's a fumble and they turn for the second. Searle needs to put her wheels on, but she gets back safely in the end.
Direct hits might have been interesting. There was just a slight hesitation between the two batters. in taking the second.
Tossed up use of the feet, but patrolling the boundary. Ilandri Janse van Rensburg on the cover sweeper region, and they get through for the single.
So Searle and Pryor have opened the batting in all 3 games for the Titans this tournament, and generally have given their team very good solid starts.
Slight use of the feet there. Played straight to mid-off for no run. Katie Pryor having a tough start to the Hollywood Bets Pro Series. She has been injured and hasn't played in any of the games for the Fidelity Titans, so this is her first time back this season. Full toss, use of the feet, quick single to mid-off. Erica Oda does well to prevent the ball from going past her.
Jenna, do you think there'll be any scarring from the last time the Titans batted was yesterday afternoon, and they were bundled out for 77, a very disappointing batting display?
Yeah, I don't think that will be out of their minds completely, but I do think it's a mental sort of game coming in after a performance like that. You have to be strong mentally, and I think the Fidelity Titans, under the guidance of Lerato Malesa, will definitely, or hopefully, be in the right mindset to put on a good show of cricket here. This is the final game of the tournament, and if the Fidelity Titans manage to get a win here, they will win the tournament. However, if they lose against Eastern Storm, they will be on equal points to the DP World Lions team, and there will be a potential clash, and everything will come down to net run rate, which at the moment as it stands, the DP World Lions are ahead on net run rate. So definitely an exciting game, which I'm sure they'll be mentally ready for. As Sissing into Searle, hit through the covers. There's a fumble from Williams as this will just dawdle over the boundary rope. Once again, we know Robin Searle likes that offside region, and she's taken full advantage of the wide, short delivery.
And some commiserations for the fielder there, because we've seen fielders have a hard time on the edge of the square there in the covers. There have been quite a few quite awkward bounces as the square drops off.
Not an easy place to field for sure, as this one is played off the back foot straight. There's a dive put in by Sissing, but not able to stop it. They get through for the single.
I'm pretty sure the Titans mentally will be really much up for this game. I think yesterday was just an aberration really, for a couple of reasons. It was their second game of the day, which is never easy. They were coming off a really good performance in the morning. And also there were a lot of delays in that morning game, so they didn't have a lot of time between the 2 games during the lunch break. That was reduced.
Pryor looks on the offside. Yeah, feeling rushed and going into a game, especially against a team with experience and talent like the Lions, is not something you want to go into, especially being rushed.
Nothing worse, I think, for a cricketer.
Pryor uses the crease, but unable to find anything on that. Lots of bounce being given here by Sissing.
Lovely bowling by Sissing. Great line as well.
This time it's straighter and it's pulled across the line. Janse van Rensburg, there's a fumble on the boundary and it goes past her for 4. Katie Pryor will be happy with that, as the total goes up to 21 without loss after 3 overs, going at 7 runs and over in the power play. Definitely the start that the Fidelity Titans would have been looking for.
Well, a bit of a tired effort on the boundary there. It's the 3rd day of the tournament, and Easterns of course played this morning as well, so you can understand a little bit of lethargy out there. It's a hot day as well.
The same way that the Fidelity Titans will need to come back after a loss from yesterday, Eastern's lost this morning, it'll be a same sort of situation for them. So uses her feet, just finds the inside half of the bat. Yeah, fielding back-to-back innings here, especially after winning the toss and choosing to send the Titans into bat. In this hot, humid weather here at Irene Country Club. So uses her feet again. This time it's to the right of mid-on. There's a fumble. They're looking for the second, but Pryor decides not to go. Peyton Coppin in for Eastern Storm.
Yeah, another reason for Easterns to maybe have batted first, just to give their players a bit of rest, keep them fresh for fielding in the second half.
Pryor looks to the offside. Another fumble by the Eastern Storm team.
It's contagious.
Definitely is. 3 in the row. 1 on the boundary, 2 in the inner ring. Easterns need some leadership out on the field. Full toss. Searle looks to go hard through the covers. Beats extra cover. Up the little hill on the boundary. And beats Ilandri Janse van Rensburg on that cover sweeper region. Signal 4. 27 for no loss. 2 balls left in the 4th over. So goes across the line this time. Goes out to Kyle corner, and this is better fielding out on the boundary. Simone Buerta collects that. Titans only coming through for 1.
Yeah, good work by Buerta. She had to move quickly there, put her body on the line.
Hit straight over the bowler's head, and that is the flair that we are used to seeing from Katie Pryor. Just fluent hands through the line of the ball, straight over the batter's head, the bowler's head. Looked so easy, didn't it?
Magnificent shot. That's one of the shots of the week for me. Straight as an arrow. Struck so sweetly and a pure contact. Made 1 bounce for.
With that wonderful drive. The end of the 4th over, 32 for no loss. Robin Searle on 16 of 14 and Katie Pryor 16 of 10. Tanique Williams struggling slightly, going at an economy of 9.5.
Yeah, she has struggled a bit with the ball today. A little surprised she got a second over, but I think Easton's running out of options a bit. But this is a magnificent start for the Titans, just what they would have wanted from this reliable opening pair.
Looking to break this partnership and to bowl the 5th over here in the power play. Peyton Coppin into the attack. Young fast bowler. She bowls with quite a lot of in-swing.
Yeah, when she bowled previously yesterday, she did get some swing. It's not sure it's ideal weather at the moment for swing though, although there is a bit of humidity around.
Hooping action, slight bit of movement in the air. So just defends this into the offside.
Yeah, the action is very much an in-swing one, isn't it? Although she did get one to nip away actually yesterday. So batters beware.
Looking to play straight in the V would definitely be an option to counteract the tiny bit amount of swing that Coppin is managing to get so far. It's just that head falling over to the left hand side which allows the wrist to come into play. Slashed over the head of Robin Dormal at point, and this races away for another boundary for Robin Searle. This takes the team total up to 36 runs. 3 balls left in the 5th over. The Fidelity Titans on fire.
Nicely played by Searle. There are 2 fielders quite close together, square on the offside, and she made the conscious decision to go over them, and well executed for another boundary. her fourth.
Off the back foot again. Robin Dormel just slipping there at backward point on the edge of the square. We've mentioned before that it's such a difficult place to field, especially on the edge of the square. Played off the back foot beautifully by Robin Searle, making the gap between cover and point look enormous. As it's another 4 added to the total, 40, with 1 ball left in the 5th.
Well, we mentioned earlier places not to bowl at Robin Searle, and that's certainly one of them. Back of a length, outside off stump. The length and the width was there, and she capitalised beautifully though.
Definitely not. That line is not one you want to be bowling, and to counteract that there is a field change. Cow corner comes up to square leg and sweeper on the offside is sent out, and that's where Robin Searle looks to go again, but it's stopped on the offside by Robin Dormel. That brings up the end of the 5th over, 40 for no loss. We will have a commentary change in the commentary gazebo. Thank you, Ken. As Phil Yun settles down next to me, just going over some of what has happened today. A wonderful start here by the Fidelity Titans, 40 for no loss in the power play.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Get an opening partnership of 40 in the power play. Both batters looking very, very settled. Fantastic timing there from Robin Searle. And yeah, I think you can maybe look to go 50 in the power play, and then put absolutely pressing Eastern Storm into bowling towards your plan. Fuller straight, a good shot there. Okay, Pryor. Yeah, I think these two know each other's game very, very well. The running was quite good in the first 5 overs, and I think that they want to keep up the confidence that they have with the new bowler in Simone Bueta. Shorter there, plus to cover. You can see Robin Searle at the non-strikers end, wanting that run, wanting to get on strike, and this is something that's very positive for me within the Titan squad. Is both batters want to take the singles, want to bat.
It's the intent of scoring runs.
Absolutely. As we said, a very, very hot and humid day here at Irene Country Club. With those wide there and the offside, you can see what the plan is there. Trying to get them Pryor to drive the ball. They are playing 2 games in 1 day in very hot conditions, not ideal. But I can't see that they are going to go down without a fight. With a shorter then, great shot over long of opportunity put down. There was a one opportunity given, but Catherine Pryor and Erica Oda couldn't get to the ball. Driven on the up and straight to the fielder on the long off boundary. Set off very, very late and just couldn't collect that. Full Australia hitting through mid wicket, misfield, and that will go for a boundary. Great timing there from Robin Searle.
Just at the last second, rolling the wrists over the ball to make sure that it beat the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. Getting the head over the front pad, which is a positive sign for an opening batter, especially with a bowler who's bowling straight at you.
Which again, a bit shorter there, pulled into the leg side, in the vacant leg side boundary. Robin Searle, 2 boundaries and 2 balls. fantastic batting, taking the attack towards the Eastern Storm.
Another boundary from Robinson.
Yeah, in the power play, the last over of the power play, only 2 fielders allowed on the boundary. They have a cover sweeper and a long off. Bowling that length is not ideal.
Went a bit fuller that time. Worked towards the short third man, Nutuari, but that's great running. Ending that over. Total now 51 without loss, and that brings us to the end of the power play. And fantastic batting there. Robin Saul moving very quickly to 33 of 23 deliveries. A 50-run partnership in the power play. Great platform for the batters to come, and for them as well to just move on and putting the foot on the gas.
Yeah, and we were speaking a little bit about the intent of running between the wickets, and the last ball of the over really did show that how true it is for Katie Pryor. She knows Robin Searle's hitting the ball slightly more cleanly than she is, and wanted to get Searle on strike for the next over. Great intent and match awareness from both Fidelity Titans players, as Peyton Coppin will continue from the golf course end. Struggled slightly in her first over. She went for 8 runs. 2 boundaries in that over. The 4 dot balls were a slight glimmer of hope.
Now getting out of the power play now. Feeling restrictions being lifted. As Coppin continues, but in swing there, very late. Very late swing there from Coppin. But Robin Saul digging that one out. I think she can be very dangerous. But an batter as Robin Saul. Is that one straight back off the boot for 1. No run. See Catherine Pryor just slipped to get back. But the intent is still there to run. Big silence in the field from the Eastern Storm ladies. Shorter they hit through the offside. Work to be done on the boundary. Only the 1.
Tanique Williams doing well on that cover sweeper region. Robin Searle just showing her partner Katie Pryor about the hooping in swing from Peyton Coppin.
Very late coming in. Full hit into the leg side. That will be a boundary. 4 runs given. Over pitch to full. And Catherine Pryor obliges there with the boundary.
Yeah, you have to hit that, and you have to hit that for a boundary. Free deliveries like that don't come very often. You have to take full advantage of that. Katie Pryor did just that.
Something that the Eastern Storm needs to do is not follow the ball. Not to change your plans, your field just for one bad ball. Stick to the plans and just work on your accuracy. Coppin Fuller, better ball there, but again, the single taken. A lot better ball there from Coppin. Just putting the length back a bit, nudge into the leg side for 1.
Yeah, good option for her to go from that York length delivery.
Shorter now, work to the 3rd man boundary for 1.
Cholofelo Marima doing the work on the 3rd man boundary. She's an exciting player to watch. We saw her open the bowling against the DP World line, so I'm sure she'll be coming into the attack soon. Very consistent bowler, very fluent action. That brought the end of the 7th over, 58 for no loss. Robin Searle on 35 of 27. Katie Pryor 22 off 15.
Oh, great over there. I think that you can see the legs are a bit tired. Legs are getting very heavy in the field for the Eastern Storm ladies. But fantastic batting from these two openers from the Fidelity Titans. 58 for no loss after 7 overs. It's fantastic work.
As we called it, Chilofelo Marema into the attack from the Wally van Heerden end. She's got a long off cover sweeper, long on, and third man out on the boundary.
Full hit into the leg side, far boundary, over pitched. Robin Saul said thank you. Hit the boundary into the leg side.
To take the team to 59 after 7.
Now we spoke about not wanting to bowl full or short outside the off stump for Robin Searle, but a free delivery like that is definitely one that she will be putting away.
What the Fidelity Titans ladies did very, very well thus far is obliging with bad balls. Over pitch, went to boundaries. Great running thus far, and putting the Eastern Storm under the pump. You know, if you miss your line, your length, you're gonna pay for that. Very much shorter there, pulled into the leg side between the mid wicket and square leg fielders for a boundary. Great shot. 4 run.
She was slightly cramped on that one, and she really did have to lean back in order to get full bat on it. Not as cleanly hit as the one before, but making sure it goes to the boundary.
Swiftly moving to 43.
There's a fair bit of pressure on this game, as it is a must-win for the Fidelity Titans. But the two batters at the crease do not look like they're under pressure at all. They look really calm out in the middle. Just making sure that when the bad ball comes, it goes to the boundary. Field change as square leg goes out and long on comes in.
Shorter offside, cut through point. Going to need good fielding on the boundary. Only the single. Some very tidy work there on the boundary.
Ilandri Janse van Rensburg out there on the cover region. She had a fumble earlier on in the innings, but she's making up for it, covering that ground to the ball really quickly. Field changes once again. This time Katie Pryor on strike. Square leg comes into the ring and long on moves to the boundary.
Rema shorter there, miscued. So end straight to back to her for no run. A lot of pressure on this over. Already went for 2 boundaries. Fuller there worked off the legs behind square. That's going to race away to the boundary. Fantastic shot there from Katie Pryor.
Yeah, it really does seem like the heat is getting to the Eastern Storm bowlers and fielders. Just too many loose deliveries in this over. Fidelity Titans taking full advantage of them.
Absolutely, you can see the intent from both the opening batters. You miss your length, you're going to fetch, and they know each other's game very well. Remo go Fuller there, straight, hit straight back over the bowler's head. Opportunity in deep, but ball just falling beyond the inner ring for one. Bit of a miscue there, inside out. Might have been beaten for lack of pace, just too early on the ball. That brings us to the end of the 8th over.
Yeah, probably better that she was a little bit early and that she didn't make full contact, because that would have gone straight down the throat of long on. And Katie Pryor remains there. 8 overs done.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first loose shot in the innings of the Fidelity Titans. That says a lot. After 8 overs, 1 loose shot. Fantastic batting.
Pumelelo Mashlewane into the attack from the golf course end. Her right arm off spin. She bowled really well towards the end of the Lions' batting innings in the previous game, managed to restrict them nicely in her overs.
Short there, work into backward of square on the offside. Running hard, bit of a fumble in the deep, coming back easily for the 2. Just a bit too short. Great shot there, Katie Pryor.
Just leaning back on the back foot and allowing the ball to make contact with the bat rather than hitting through it hard.
Not the start as Mashiwane wants it. Fuller there, slower, beaten. Great variation of pace there by the captain.
Katie Pryor might have found herself short had the keeper, Ariane Douse, not fumbled there.
Down the leg side. That would be a wide. Just taking the pressure away there. Sing 2 runs first ball, and then the dot, and then the wide. Just breaking the pressure. But shorter there. Hit into the leg side. 2 Cal corner. Only the 1. Bit more pace on that delivery. Ends work down to third man, does Robin Searle, looking to come back for 2, decided against it, but the fine touch finesses it to the third man region, just beating the keeper Dow's gloves. Second time this innings.
Definitely an intentional sort of edge.
Slane driven, dropped in the covers, uppish to the cover fielder, and that ball just not going to hand, hit very hard, and that's an opportunity not taken. Tough chance. Faster through the air, swept behind square on the leg side. That ball is going to roll away up the hill for 4 runs. Committed down in the sweep, and great placing there, and that brings us to the end of the 9th over. Katie Pryor, Robin Searle moving on swiftly. Great opening partnership between these 2.
Cholofelo Marema will continue after a difficult start in her previous over. She went for 14 in her first. Just checking that her field is set correctly. Cow corner, mid wicket, mid on, long on the boundary.
Oh, worked again fine to third man. That was Robin Searle. Moving to 46. Absolutely finessed it. Taking the pace off the ball and just working into third man.
Field change for Katie Pryor. Cover sweeper goes out onto the boundary. Long on, long.
Remember, Fuller wider, not given as a wide, says the umpire. That is very close, but umpire Kagiso Mabunda saying that's good for him. Remember, short hit, hard through the leg side. 1 bounce, 4-4. Great shot there from Katie Pryor. But overpitched and just obliges with a boundary.
Katie Pryor completely manipulating the field setting here. So they had a cow corner for Searle, brought her in for Pryor, and that's where the next shot went for a boundary. Excellent work here from the opening batter.
Swiftly moving to 40 does Katie Pryor, just off 25 deliveries. As Marema continues, but Fuller there, hit into the leg side behind square. That's going to race away for another boundary in this over. I am stand corrected. It stopped just before the boundary rope, coming back for 3 runs.
Excellent running in the end there from Robin Saul, who came back for the third. But really just stopping, I'm sure, a couple of centimeters away from the boundary there. That's the long boundary. If you are playing further to the left of the square. Field change for Searle. Mid-on comes up into the ring. Got a long off cover sweeper. Third man and fine leg, but reactive.
Short pulled into the leg side does Robin Saul. That's going to run away for a boundary, and that brings up her 50 runs of 33 balls with 10 fours. Fantastic batting here from the captain, Robin Saul, leading from the front. Fantastic knock, and I'm sure this is just the start. Very controlled innings, very elegant innings, and where it mattered, very hard hitting thus far. Full. I don't know what that shot was, but nevertheless, that brings us to the end of the 10th over. 95 without loss.
Perhaps a little preemptive, looking to go for the scoop, but the ball really was not there for a shot like that. Anyway, it comes out well for the Titans captain in the end. Cholofelo Marema slightly reactive in that over. As we have a commentary change, I'll be stepping out for Ken Borland.
10 overs in. Run rate 9.5 to the over. 95 without loss. Previous over, Captain Robin Saul moving to 50. Catherine Pryor, 43 of 26. She's on strike now. Again, Mashliwane. Short pulled into the leg side. Fielder in the deep. Doing very well to stop the ball. Coming back for 2. Mr. Ken Borland joining me in the commentary gazebo. Ken, first 10, 9.5 to the over.
It's been a masterclass of batting by these two. It really has, capitalising on every opportunity. Really clinical batting.
Fuller hit straight back overhead. Good fielding from the middle fielder. Intent shown by both the opening batters. 10 wickets in hand.
Really good anticipation there by Simone Buerta. I think the batters had every right to expect they'd be getting runs there. Nearly trouble.
Shorter pulled into legs. Opportunity for mid wicket, but just short. Only the one doing very well in the deep. There's a cow corner fielder. Great start from these two. Katie Pryor going to 46 of 29. Fuller worked down to the short third man. Taking the single does Katie Pryor. Overthrows there, coming back for the second. Fantastic running between these two.
Yeah, they've shown the delicate touches like that one. There's been some wonderful clean hitting as well, and good running between the wickets, as you say, Filion, as the 100 comes up, and we've had 4 balls in the 11th over. Well, the Fidelity Titans are well placed to get a really, really big score here.
They set 2 set batters. Can't see that they're going to stop soon, but Fuller outside the offside, off stump, hit hard towards the sweeper on the offside boundary for 1. There's a faint cloud covering coming over. I think the fielders would say thank you a lot. Very hot. Shorter pulled into the leg side. Opportunity in the deep. 4 runs. 1 bounce for 4. Great shot there from Catherine Pryor, and that brings up her 50 in just 30 deliveries. 9 fours. Fantastic batting here from the 2 opening batters from the Fidelity Titans.
Well, she's missed out on the whole season so far due to illness, Caddy Pryor, and you can just see her hunger and her desire to make up for lost time. Wonderful innings by Caddy Pryor. I mean, she's got to her 50 quicker than even Robin Searle, the captain, who's batted superbly herself. So, yeah, there was always an inevitability about it. Phil, you and I were chatting before the game about Easton's winning the toss and electing to field, and you just had a feeling that chasing leather was going to be the result, and so it's proven.
Absolutely. That brings us to the end of the 11th over. 105 without loss. Again, 9 overs remaining. What do you see as a total for the Fidelity Titans, moving at a race of knots at 9.9 to the over?
Well, I guess it all depends on whether Easton's can break this partnership. If they can't, then it's bound to carry on at this sort of rate, and 200 comes onto the table. If they get a wicket, maybe it'll be a bit harder for a new batter coming in to score as quickly. But certainly from here, the Titans should be getting 180 plus.
Yeah, absolutely. Bowling change from the Wally van Heerden end to Landry Janse van Rensburg. Coming in for her first over in this game.
And I think perhaps in the tournament as well. Don't recall her bowling before. They are desperate there.
Full, but straight. But deviation from the pitch. Work into the leg side to mid-wicket for no run.
It's a good length that we've seen the whole tournament, that it's difficult to drive that length. The ball sticks up a bit, it pops up a bit, that spongy bounce we've been talking about.
Fuller driven straight back to the bowler for the single, too long off. Diving there in vain from her own bowling.
Well, she's full of energy. She's running back to her mark. Not sure if Easton's have an over rate problem. They've definitely got a run rate problem at the moment.
Tough but fair, Ken. Oh, Fuller there, hit straight back. Opportunity in the deep. Just dropped again. Coming back for the second. Gary Pryor giving second opportunity in the innings to the same fielder in the same position, the same shot. Maybe just sticking in the wicket there, Ken.
Yeah, Erica Oda. Unfortunate. Getting there, just spilling it.
That's when opportunity, top edge, falling safely. Kelly Pryor just moving her feet, moving onto the offside and just sweeping it. But that end with bounce today, Ken, it's very hard to sweep a seamer.
Well, both batters are well set and full of confidence. They feel that they can do it, and it's good to see the intent.
Shorter there, wide, given by umpire Mabunda. Extras not helping their case there, Ken.
Yeah, bowler's under pressure, isn't it? You're trying to keep the ball away from the batters. Sometimes it just goes too wide to add to your misery.
Fuller hit straight to cover point for no run. See both batters using their feet very well, getting themselves in position to get the scoring shots. There's nothing else than scoring with these two today. Fuller worked down to the vacant third man boundary, coming back for two. Great shot there from Robin Saul. We saw a lot of that in her innings today. As that brings us to the end of the 12th over, 114 without loss.
Clever cricket. Yeah, no need to try anything too risky with that delivery when there's a easy couple of runs down to third man.
You can see the heat taking its toll on these two batters as well. 12 overs in.
Thelma Makubela is coming on to bowl. She bowled a really good spell on the first day, hitting the deck hard. As we just see a bit of action from the neighbouring golf course quickly.
A lot going on here at Irene Country Club.
I hope their scoring isn't as high as the Titans is for their sake. It's a tough course, this Sunshine Tour hosting course, Irene Country Club. There's normally a Sunshine Tour tournament here every year. Thelma Makubela, can she stem the tide? Fine legs coming up into the ring. The boundary fielders are long off, long on, deep extra cover and third man.
Bella hit straight back. Katie Pryor just opening her shoulders there. Sounded like a bat broke.
Definitely bottom of the bat, hey? It did
Absolutely.
not make a nice sound.
She's looking at the bat as well. Only the single there. I thought when her shoulders open up that was going straight back for a boundary. Bella Fuller there, it's straight to mid wicket. Intent is there for running. It's Katie Pryor. It's opportunity for run out at the bowler's end.
Yeah, Katie Pryor's been very proactive with the running between the wickets. Always eyes open for the chance of a quick single.
Fuller hit into the leg side. That's going to be a boundary. Good shot there from Captain Robin Saul. Moving over to the offside. And a great shot in the cow corner region for 4 runs.
Yeah, I think they've got the field placing wrong here. Thelma Makubela likes to bowl a hard length. If she gets it slightly wrong, it opens up the pull shot. And cow corner's vacant. There's no one there. She really does need a fielder on the leg side boundary, I would suggest. Third man could come away.
Makubela Fuller hidden into the leg side but straight to the mid wicket fielder. And I agree with you, Ken. I don't see the necessity for a third man on the boundary. With both batters moving well in the crease, cow corner open, you have a massive gap between a straightish mid wicket and a square leg. Makubela shorts her. Oh, the bounce just didn't go through.
But you could see Searle was targeting that area again.
Yeah, absolutely, that's a free scoring area for very strong on the leg side. So field placing maybe just failing them at this moment. Makubela Fuller hit straight to the long on fielder. Almost as if that was a lack of pace. Bit early on the shot. I thought that's going for 6 over cow corner every day. But nevertheless, that brings us to the end of the 13th over. Again, 7 overs remaining.
Yeah, 118 on the board already. So,
Going at 9.4 to the over.
it's been brilliant batting, one has to say. And also that neither of them has given it away. You know, they've been together now for 13 overs. Very few false strokes, very few mistakes. There have been a couple of drop catches though.
But great running. Fantastic running from the get-go. As we see Jans van Rensburg continuing Fuller hits straight back to long on for a single. This is frustrating cricket for the fielding team as well. Don't get the boundaries, they're going to push you for singles and running hard to get the twos. Just hitting the gaps. Moved over. Oh, almost a very dangerous shot there from Katie Pryor. Moving over, revealing all three stumps. Almost went on to a leg stump.
Yeah.
And that's given us run. So she almost hit her own stumps.
She did, yeah.
Falling over, but still going for the single.
Dropped her bat as well. Yeah, it would have been a real mess if she'd played that onto her leg stump and dropped her bat.
Fuller, oh, great ball there from Jans van Rensburg, beating the bat at the outside edge from Robin Saul. But again, there's no fielder at fine leg, so understandable the shot she wanted to play. Shorter, cut, missed. Another dot ball, great two balls here from Jans van Rensburg.
Small victories, just to lift the heads a little bit of the eastern side, under the pump.
This also just helps to get you back centered to see what you can do and cannot do. As Rensburg, Fuller, it's straight back. It's only going to be the single. You said you need to take the small victories when you're chasing leather.
You mentioned how hard it is in this sort of situation for the fielding side, and that's what you've got to try and do, is just try and back up those small victories. You get enough of them together and you start to turn the momentum.
Katie Pryor hitting that ball straight down and straight to the fielder in the cover region, straight to Erica Oda. It brings us to the end of a better over for the Eastern Storm. After 14 overs, 121 without loss.
Yeah, in the context of what's gone before, that's a super over by Elandra Janse van Rensburg. Something to build on now for Easterns. Can Makubela back it up with a good over now from the golf course end?
Already 8 bowlers being used in this innings for the Eastern Storm. Shows depth in their bowling attack. Makubela is going to continue from the golf course end. See a change of fielding. Robin Dormel going down to the long on boundary.
She's going boundary to boundary. She was at long off for the previous over. Very good fielder though, so it's understandable. And we are going to get a cow corner in place on the boundary. Good to see. A third man has to come into the ring as a result.
Fuller just nudged into the leg side by Robin Saul, running hard, coming back for the second. No. Katie Pryor starting against it.
I think in the first half of their partnership they would have got 2 there. Just a bit tired after all these runs they are gathering.
Heavy legs, humid, hot. Now you can see the intent with the cow corner coming into play. She wanted to hit it over, but just pulling out the last second. With a shorter outside the off stump, plain miss by Katie Pryor. Very cross with herself there. Makubela just stemming the flow of runs. Run rate going down to 8.6 to the over. Fuller, but just ball not bouncing as much as it did in the first game.
Yeah, the ball before went through nicely. That one at sort of shin height maybe.
Hard to judge from where we're sitting, but it looked almost if it's the same length.
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly the same length, and just one going through, say, normally, but the other one just dying to keep it dows. Shorter there, hit through the offside to the sweeper on the offside boundary. Only one.
The Eastern's ground fielding has improved a bit in the last few overs, but I'm afraid they started very scrappily, which also gives the batting side a lot of momentum. Ooh.
Full toss, no ball called. That hit hard towards the boundary on the backward square. Robinson obliging for a 4 there.
Very well put away. It's one thing getting the full toss, everyone expects you to hit it for 4, but when it's a very high one like that, can be awkward, but put away ruthlessly by Searle, and now she has a free hit to enjoy.
A full toss like that almost surprises you because you're not used to getting one on the hip, but nevertheless, free hit for Robin Soul. Slower ball, well bowled, there's no run. Acapella almost changing her whole action there for that slower ball. Could have called it before the ball left her hand. Last ball of the over. Fuller straight to hit, straight back to the bowler, misfield, but only going to be the single. That brings us to the end of the 15th over. 129 for no loss.
Jenna Searle has returned to commentary. So 5 overs left now for the Fidelity Titans. I did mention 200 earlier, but just the last 3 overs or so, 3-4 overs have actually gone quite well for Easterns. So I don't think the Titans are going to manage to get to 200. But 180 might still be on. Again, a nice little dab shot by Robin Searle for a single as Ilanda Janse van Rensburg continues. Bowled a good over the previous one.
Yeah, there definitely has been a shift of energy in the field in the last, I'd say, 3 overs, as you said, Ken. The Eastern Storm players have regained a slight bit of control.
Yeah, Pryor has battled with the ball outside off stump to get it away. Janse van Rensburg plugging away with that line and getting a few dot balls.
Yeah, Pryor just not getting her head all the way across to the ball.
Little shuffle down the wicket, but picks up cover. Well, midway through a 3rd over, and Ilanda Janse van Rensburg has conceded just 11 runs, which compared to the punishment everyone else has taken is a really good effort. This time steps outside off stump. She'll get the single Pryor.
Yeah, just talking about Pryor's head position, when she manages to get her head behind the ball and she plays with a straight bat, she has the ability to pick where she wants to hit the ball. But when she's just throwing hands at the ball outside the off stump, invariably it's going to find a fielder. So the option of getting across to the line of the ball.
She helps that one over backward square leg. Nicely played by Robin Searle. Yet another boundary for the Titans captain. That's her 13th boundary in her 74 not out of just 55 balls.
Speak about getting her head in line with the ball. This time just not looking to drive. She's been preempting one of those for a while now. The first ball of this over, she also turned the bat in her hands just before she guided it to third man, as if she was looking to play some sort of scoop or lap.
I think she thought about it again there, didn't she? The one thing about Elandra Janssen van Rensburg, she's bowled really well, but it is reasonably predictable that you know the line the ball is going to be in. But a good over again from Elandra Janssen van Rensburg. Just the one boundary off it. 16 overs gone, 135 without loss.
A message coming on for the Fidelity Titans. One from Rasika Maharaj and then the other from the SNC coach, just coming on to check Katie Pryor and see the condition and everything that's from her. The message from Coach Lerato Malesa, just hearing from the sideline, is that they need to go. They've got 4 overs to go and they want Robin Searle to keep going the way she has been. It's like Katie Pryor is being retired. However, this one I think could be for medical reasons.
Yeah, it's the first action she's seen in a long while due to medical condition. And she's played a magnificent innings, 57 not out off 41 balls. I really don't think it's a retirement like we saw in the previous game. Because she's actually scoring quicker than Robin Searle, believe it or not. A strike rate of 139. Not that Robin Searle's going slowly at all. Strike rate of 132. But duty of care towards your player, and good to see the Titans keeping that in mind.
Yeah, it is very important. We want to think about a player-first mentality, and if a player is not healthy enough or well enough to continue in the game, I feel like that is when a retirement should happen, and not purely strategically, even though it is within the rules. But to the crease comes Tebogo Macheke. She will be facing Simone Buerta from the golf course end.
She's been in very good form this tournament, Tebogo Macheke. A couple of 30s and underway straight away.
Player of the match in this competition. In Game 3, Titans vs Eastern, Tebogo Macheke, 36 off 31.
Robin Searle really drives nicely off the back foot. That one kept a little low as well, but she still managed to find the meat of the bat.
She's giving herself time to pick where she wants to place the ball. It's a great quality, especially as a top order batter.
Skewed out the drive to mid-wicket. Macheke, I think the bat just turned in her hand as she tried to loft it over the infield. And a good catch at straightish mid-wicket.
Erica Oda finally managing to hold on to one. She's had 2 very difficult to drop catches on the boundary at long off in this game. So she'll be glad that she managed to grip that one.
She didn't have much time to think about it. Maybe that's the key. On the boundary, you've got that horrible feeling that the ball's coming to you, and it takes a while.
Yeah.
But Macheke's stay is brief. 1 run off 2 deliveries. Yeah, Easton's just fighting back a bit here from about the 15th, well, even a bit earlier than that, from about the 12th over. We've seen the run rate come down. Elandra Janssen van Rensburg and Thelma Makubela doing a good job. It's Simone Buerta who has now chipped in with a wicket.
With that wicket, that brings the Essex international player, Sophia Smail, to the crease to join Captain Robin Searle. She got a player of the match performance in the first game of the tournament where she got 46 off 47 not out. Some bowling figures contributed to that player of the match award, but she'll be needed with bat in hand now. With 3.5 overs to go, she'll definitely have a task of coming out, looking to hit the band balls for boundaries and rotating the strike as much as she can.
She finished well in that player of the match performance, did Sophia Smail. And I'm sure Robin Searle is starting to feel a bit fatigued, so it's nice for her to have another boundary hitter at the other end, even if she wants to just push a couple of ones and give Smail the strike. That's not going to be a run. been nice to see some international cricketers here at Irene Country Club popping in. We've had Annika Bosch, we've had Rudolf van der Merwe, Elise Marie Marks just ran past, and that's a bit of a hoik by Ismail. It's going to work though. A couple of runs.
Really good chase from Kanalelo Mokoena. As, she had to cover quite a lot of ground to retrieve that.
Bit short, and Ismail plenty of time to slap it down the ground for one.
Slightly tired there from Simone Bueto off her own bowling. I think in the heat of the day, second game, her 7th over of the day, she'll be feeling quite tired.
And having not bowled previously in the tournament as well. So the end of the 17th over, 140 for one. 3 overs left. Can the Titans get 30 off these last 3? It's already a sizable total, but when you get into these sort of positions, you really want to nail the door firmly shut.
They definitely have the talent to get 10 runs in an over in the last 3. However, looks like Ilandri Janse van Rensburg is going to continue her spell. She's only gone just over 5.3 and over, so it will be quite a big ask to request from Sophia Smell to go at more than that.
Yeah, pick of the bowlers, Ilandri Janse van Rensburg. And her batting is also going to be very important if Easterns are to challenge this total. Right, boundary riders at fine leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Hit back straight as an arrow. Work for the fielder Peyton Coppin, but no, it was too well struck by Ismail. Where's the fourth boundary fielder, Jenna? Surely they have one. I'm missing one. Ah, deep cover. There we go. Hiding in the shade.
That's the place to be.
Yes. Over the... No, it's not going to go over. It's going to be caught at cover. And Ismail departs after hitting one boundary. And a couple of other runs as well. Gone for 7. Titans 144 for 2.
Erica Oda redeems herself and hangs on to another. To the crease comes Tiani van den Heerful. Exciting young player. She scored 30 not out of 24. And she batted with Sophia Smell in the first game against the Lions on Friday.
Yeah, and she held the fort yesterday afternoon in that horrible Titans collapse. Wickets tumbled all around her. She ended not up, not out. Very different role she has to play now.
Yeah, we play club cricket together for Tucks, and she can hit the ball far, but not always straight off the mark. Maybe take a couple of balls, rotate the strike for 3 or 4 deliveries. Maybe then she'll be able to start going. Just about keeping her head still and making sure she doesn't overthink. She's a big one of those.
Yeah, and it's not the sort of pitch that it's easy to come in and start scoring straight away. There's that spongy bounce, and it's a bit up and down as well at times. So
yeah, I mean, we saw that when the retirement happened in the previous game, and Sunette Yunlo came out as a pinch hitter and she wasn't able to hit the ball cleanly off the wicket. That really does show that you need to be patient. If Sunette Yunlo can't, then you do need to kind of reevaluate where you stand and where you are, how you go about your game.
Yeah, and also it might be that the Titans' run rate has dropped out a bit because the ball getting a bit softer as well. Oh, confusion in the running. But yeah, I think Robin Searle was correct to send Van den Heuvel back there. It would have been a very tight single
Yeah.
for a batter who's batted the whole innings to try and make.
Especially without a call, just a hit and a run.
Good change of pace by Janse van Rensburg. Has fooled. Well, at the moment, the running between the wickets seems to be operating on via telepathy. Not sure I heard too much calling there as they ummed and ahed. Searle again waiting for a call from Van den Heuvel. Nicely struck over the top. It's going to drop short of long on.
Van den Heuvel really does need to settle. Maybe a little bit of nerves coming in, knowing that the role that she needs to play is slightly out of her scope.
Yeah, and it's not an easy one, as we said, to come in and just start blazing away from the word go. Searle, she wanted to scoop, changed her mind, and then changed her mind again, and in the end did manage to paddle it round the corner for one.
Not particularly convincing, and it didn't look pretty, but it got the single and gets her on strike for the next over, and that is kind of all that we're looking for. So 8 from that over, close to that 10 mark that we were looking for. 148 for 2 overs left in the innings.
Yeah, and importantly, Searle on strike for the start of the penultimate over. Looking at the field that's set. Jenna, where are Robin Searle's boundary options?
Well, she seems to think that it's at fine leg with a scoop. Which it could be if it's executed well.
Yeah, there is no fine leg.
There is not. Short third man in play, and we know she's been playing those third man guides quite well today. The lack of pace from Simone Botha could be difficult.
You called it, Jenna. Straight away going for the fine leg area, but it's nice and straight from Simone Botha. And the Titans captain is bowled, but it's been a glorious innings by her. 76 off just 59 balls with 13 fours.
Yeah, looking for that boundary option in that vacant fine leg region, and just not able to find it. That shot has looked shaky all day, but it was worth the effort. Managing to score 76 or 58 at a strike rate that she'll be really pleased with. However, with the anchor leaving the field, a person that we know can hit the ball far, Christelle van der Schyff, number 14 on her back, another young Fidelity Titans player, comes to the crease.
Yeah, interested to get your views, Jenna. You know Tiani van den Heuvel's game well. And Christelle van der Schyff, I fancy she's the sort of batter who can hit from ball one. That's her game. Should she have come up to bat before Van den Heuvel?
Potentially, yes. Maybe Van den Heuvel coming in now when Christelle van der Schyff was coming in wouldn't have allowed her enough time to settle. Yeah, I suppose everything pans out the way that it should. Christelle van der Schyff, you are right. She plants that front foot and swings the hands hard through the ball. She looks more often than not to hit straight in the V. And we can see that Easton's knows that with long on and long off on the boundary.
Short and lashed through the covers, work to do, but unable to stop it. First ball, boundary. And Christelle van der Schyff doing the business. That's what she's known to do.
Perhaps we should be calling it more positive than negative, because it seems when we do, that's how it goes.
Full toss, heaved. That's going to be a boundary. Will it be a 4 or a 6? It's a 4, one bounce. And that's going, oh no, it's 6, yeah. The boundary has been pulled in there a bit. So a mighty blow by Christel van der Schyff, 10 off 2 balls.
Yeah, really poor full toss delivery from Simone Botha, and Christel van der Schyff did not even hesitate. The bat was through the ball in an instant as that sailed over the boundary.
Yeah, beautifully struck and coincidental but timely that Elise Marie Marx has just walked past, because Christel van der Schyff is a similar sort of player, I fancy, as she works that one to square leg, no run. Of course, Marx an established Protea and has the experience and still many years of cricket ahead of her. But van der Schyff, I think, is potential as a similar sort of player, hard-hitting finisher, and as a seam bowler, hit the deck hard. Probably not a new ball bowler like Marx's, hit out to long on for a single.
Yeah, definitely similar skill sets, but I would say Liz Marie Marx more of a bowling all-rounder. Christel van der Schyff with the bat in preference. But similar qualities, yes.
Van den Heevel on strike. Last ball of the over. I guess she has license just to swing. There we go. It's nicely struck. Out to cow corner. Yeah, they'll just take the one. That's fine. Well, it's been a good over in the end for the Titans. They lost their skipper, but Christel van der Schyff with a 6 and a 4 has lifted them up to 160 for 3 as we go into the final over.
Yeah, and we were saying that 170 would be a difficult task, but with 12 runs coming off that previous over, Christel van der Schyff being the main cause of that damage, 170 is definitely on the cards here, Ken. Even 170 plus.
You never know, yeah. You never know, and
One over remaining in this innings, the Fidelity Titans.
the unfortunate bowler who's going to have to bowl this last over is Peyton Coppen, who her in-swing could be useful if she gets it nice and full, maybe cramp the batters a bit. Cow corner and long on in place. Starts outside off stump. Lovely, lovely work by Ariana Dowes behind the stumps. And she's got the stumping to remove Van den Heevel. Dot ball as well.
Yeah, Tiani van der Heevel really just lifting the head way too soon on that one. Coming off second best. But she had to go for it. Definitely part of the role.
Again, a nice little dab shot by
Galalelo Matsepe comes out to the middle to join Christel van der Schyff. She'll be facing the second ball of the last over here. Not a huge boundary hitter. It's definitely capable of rotating the strike.
Yeah, bats in the top order, so she will have some skills. And yeah, I think her role is pretty clear. Just try and get Christel van der Schyff on strike. As I thought long off was coming in, but she was just retrieving a ball from the nets. Oh, well bowled by Coppen. That's the delivery to look out for from her. The in-swinging Yorker. Matsele does very well though. Matsepe rather. Gets it away for the single.
She loves a hit and run for a quick single. Christel van der Schyff just has to do her job on the other end.
Big hit over cover point, one bounce to the sweeper, and just a single. Good outcome for Easterns. Very nicely bowled as well, swinging down the leg side. They get the leg by. Ooh, must have been a scratch on it. No signal from the umpire.
Peyton Coppin with a wonderful start to the last over here. She's found the block hole really well on 2 occasions here.
Little shuffle down the pitch and taken! A very good catch at square leg. Thelma Makubela. That came quickly to a great catch.
Yeah, just sliding down towards a leg stump line. Christelle van der Schyff really just slashed across the line into the leg side. And as you said, Ken, that went really quickly to Thelma Makubele.
Hinase Goto will be the new batter. Van der Schyff departs. Provided some good impetus, 12 off 6 balls, 4 and a 6.
2 balls left in the over. Hinase Ugoto on strike.
Well, one has to admire the Eastern Storm for pulling this one back.
Yeah.
In the second half of the innings. They were really taking a lot of punishment in that opening partnership of 137 in just 16. Well, it's a bit less actually because Caddy Pryor retired. Again, well bowled. Swing and a miss.
And that brings a close to the Fidelity Titans batting innings, ending it on 163 after 20 overs.
So that's a 20 overs bowled, 163 for 5. The Fidelity Titans. Well, I think they would have taken that at the start of their innings. It's a sizable total, and all set up by that magnificent opening partnership between Robin Searle, 76 off 59 balls, and Catherine Pryor, who retired not out on 57 off just 41 deliveries.
Yeah, for sure. By far the biggest total in the tournament so far, and to finish off on a total like that, a batting performance and a partnership that was built like that at the top of the innings, in the calm way that it was done, really does show that there's potential for this game to go far and to get the Titans a victory. But anything can happen. Eastern Storm is perfectly capable of chasing down a total like this. If they apply themselves properly, it'll be up to the Fidelity Titans to restrict them.
Yeah, just looking at the Eastern Storm bowling. Well, Peyton Coppin bowled the final over, and a very good one too, to end with 2 for 18 in 3 overs, which is a really good effort, considering that the Titans scored at more than 8 runs and over. 2 wickets for Simone Buerta as well, but probably the best of the bowlers, Ilandwe Janse van Rensburg, 4 overs, 1 for 24. So the Eastern Storm have 164 to get. It's going to be a stiff task, but as you said, Jenna, not impossible. And I just have a sneaking suspicion that we haven't seen the best of Ariana Dials yet. She's made one-day hundreds for Essex in their one-day competition, and maybe this afternoon is the time she fires. You never know.
Yeah, you definitely never know. We will be taking a quick break during the innings change, and we will be back in a few minutes. The Fidelity Titans will need to restrict Eastern Storm ladies to 163. Good afternoon and welcome back after the change of innings where the Fidelity Titans take on Eastern Storm. Eastern Storm managed to restrict the Fidelity Titans to 163 for 5 in the first innings, and so their task is to go in and get 164 against a formidable Titans bowling attack. My name is Jenna Sill and I'm joined by Fuyun van Wyk. Fuyun, what are your possibilities of Eastern Storm taking this one?
Yeah, we just spoke off air quickly about the weather conditions here. Duckett Lewis turn, you know, that swear word in South African cricket. But the Eastern Storm has nothing to lose here. I think go out on top and try different things and situations. But yeah, great restriction from them. At the stage, 210 to 20 was on the board. To restrict to 163, it is doable, but a very experienced and very good bowling attack from the Fidelity Titans is going to make it very difficult for them, as you see Kaylee Tapp opening the bowling.
She goes straight into the pads of Ariana Dowser, who's opening the batting for Eastern Storm. Kaylee Tapp has been so good, but this one just a touch too high above the wickets. She bowled really well in the previous edition of this game, where the Fidelity Titans took on Eastern Storm yesterday in the morning. She bowled 4 overs, got 2 wickets for 18 runs, and she bowled her whole spell flat out from the Wally van Heerden end. Robin Saul didn't want to change anything and keep that momentum alive, as this is cut away on the up. Out to third man. Great work on the boundary from Tiani van den Heevel out on the boundary. She gets that in as the Eastern Storm batters go back for 2.
Yeah, you can see Kaylee Tapp not standing by to wait for something to happen. First ball getting into the pad, second one just that up and down bounce from bowling from this side.
Back of a length outside the off stump, finding the fielder. Yeah, she's such an experienced, aggressive bowler, Kaylee Tapp. She's got quite a lot of strapping on her right arm. Hopefully that is preventative, as they hit the ground running over the next 6 weeks, playing every single weekend in the Hollywood Bets Pro Series for 6 weeks. Seems to be bowling fine as she collects herself another dot.
She looks very comfortable in her action. Maybe just, you say, preventative. But someone I would like to see something is Dowse. Being the more aggressive player, taking it to the Titans bowling attack. It'd be very interesting to see if she can get a good score here from the start.
There's a chance at an edge here, but umpire Mabunda shakes his head, says nothing on it.
Good show of intent there from the Titans.
Kaylee Tapp asking for a TV review there. I'm sure she'll go back this afternoon on YouTube and check for any deflection as it went through to keep a Tebogo Macheke. Just finishing the over off there with a dot. Just 2 runs from it, as Kaylee Tapp was very aggressive and dominated the first over of this innings.
Great over there from Kaylee Tapp, sticking to a line of length, creating opportunities twice in this over, and getting Dowse to actually play at the ball, not waiting for someone to get to her. So very positive from that over from Kaylee Tapp. Again, a lot of experience that she has, and I think that they're not going to hold back, and I'm always here for a close run chase, but yeah, not in the favor thus far, with only the 2 runs coming off that over. Gonna get the run rate is going to climb very steeply if that continues, as we see Tebogo Macheke coming into the attack. Said previously, love the seam and spin option, just get quicker through your overs.
Actually, Paulina Mashishi
Oh, sorry, I
from the golf course then.
got
Very
my...
consistent off-spin bowler for the Fidelity Titans. Macheke with the gloves behind the wickets.
Yeah, I got my shirt numbers wrong.
Happened. Looking for the sweep, but unable to get it. Just drifting too far down the leg side. It's given a wide. Not the start that Mashishi would have wanted.
Very aggressive field that is set by Captain Robin Saul.
Played into the offside. I think it has to be an aggressive field. We've got Long on and Cow Corner out in the boundary, everybody else in. Of course, those are the rules of the power play. A catching mid-wicket and a catching extra cover. Walking in hard, being aggressive and attacking.
As we said off air, if I'm the captain of the Fidelity Titans, I will go for the kill from the get-go. Not giving easy runs away, trying to press them to make the mistake, and I have a fielder in the position, so I agree, very good captaincy.
And Thelma Makubela will get frustrated not being able to get the ball off the square, especially with the persistency that Paulina Mashishi bowls with. She gets through her over quite quickly, rushes the batsman, goes across the line, but it's fielded well. There's a chance at a run out, but miscommunication between the Eastern Storm batters. Good piece of fielding from Van den Heuvel at mid-wicket.
As you say, getting frustrated, not getting the ball away. Mashishi very tidy with her line of length. And the problem that she creates for batters is trying to overhit the ball. A good variation of pace, line length and her flight. So very, very, very good over there from Paulina Mashishi. Only going for the single run.
Excellent stuff from her. She has been a Titans MVP twice in her career. And she's always been a consistent player for them. Someone to rely on. As Kaylee Tapp will continue from the Wally van Heerden end.
As we've spoken earlier in the game, bowling partnerships very important, and I think this is one that is growing by the ball.
So this is played off the legs, deep backward square. Hinase Kote collects that for one. Kaylee Tapp just straying slightly too straight to Ariana Dowse. We spoke a little bit about the spin-pace combination in the power play. Excellent use of bounce there from Kaylee Tapp. That's aggressive, that's attacking. And very close to the body there of Thelma Makubele.
Something that would stay in the back of Makubela's mind is that wasn't that short.
Yeah.
It popped from a short of length delivery.
This time straighter and less bounce than the previous ball. They managed to get through for a quick single. Kaylee Tapp, really, the use of variation in her line is commendable. She keeps the batters on their toes.
She has the ability also to bowl a very hard ball. One that gets a bit more bounce.
She goes full outside the off stump, and it's fielded well by Janne Verhagen at mid-on. This rotation of strike is definitely going to be helpful for the Eastern Storm batters, especially because the Fidelity Titans are keeping things tight. Outside the off stump, well fielded by Mashishi at point.
Something that the Titans did very, very well in their innings is rotation of strike. With the mindset, if ball comes onto bat, that we're going to run hard for the first run and looking for the second. And this is something that hasn't been done as of yet.
Makubele goes hard and beats Galalelo Matsepe at mid-off, and that's an excellent cricket shot there. That adds 4 more to the total, 10 for no loss after 3.
Fantastic shot there from Makubela. So a bit of frustration and the power and the skill that she has, just trying to break the shackles, the pressure just mounting a bit, and they know that they're gonna face Mashishi again from the other side, that's going to get everything tight. So great shot, great intent shown by Makubela.
Just a note on how quickly the Fidelity Titans are changing in between overs. Paulina Mashishi ready to bowl just a few moments after the end of the previous over. Titans players in their positions early. Well bowled by Mashishi.
That ball just dies in front of the bat there. No, great ball there from Mashishi, and also she runs very quick through her overs. She's bowling in tandem with Kelly Tapp, doing very well.
Just dabbed into the vacant third man region for 1. We saw a lot of that from the Fidelity Titans, especially in the beginning of the innings, and that's why we're speaking about rotation of strike. They used the pace behind the ball and really manipulated the field by using that third man guard. Going on the sweep, was there any bat on that? Not given by umpire Dora Macheke, possibly off the pad.
Yeah, absolutely. So Robin Searle did that very well, just guiding it to third man region. That also plays a role in the captain's mindset of how to set your field, because you can't leave, as the Titans have done now, a third man vacant. You need to put the field in the third man, then all of a sudden there's a massive gap.
And it's not an attacking fielding position, so you're taking somebody else away from somewhere vital. As this is hit into the covers, Kaylee Tapp unable to get her body behind that. Wonderful shot here from Thelma Makubela as she adds 4 more to the total, 15 for no loss.
Just looked like Kelly Tapp's spike got stuck in the field. Speed wobble there. I thought she was in the game there for all money.
Into the pads, and Dora Macheke gives this one to Paulina Mashishi, the wicket that the Fidelity Titans need early on in the innings. Thelma Makubela, LBW by Paulina Mashishi.
Yeah, fantastic work there by Paulina Mashishi. Also just the pressure building on the batter when Mashishi goes so quick through her overs. The ball came back to her from the boundary into the attack, and Makubela found wanting there, given by umpire Mtsecha.
Thelma Makubela, 9 runs off 13 balls. She hit 2 fours in her innings. Ariana Douse will be joined by Mpumulelo Mashlowani. Young player with a lot of talent, and she was unfortunate to lose her wicket to Leonie Swanepoel this morning, as she was caught with a lack of pace. The ball straight to Madison Landman, who took an easy catch in the end in the covers. But replacing Kaylee Tapp from the Wally van Heerden end, we have Sophia Smale. She goes to her Essex teammate Ariana Douse. Right arm off spin, just making sure that the angles of the field are correct. Left arm off spin, excuse me, this is played around the corner, and they come through for a quick single.
Tall left arm off spinner. I think bowling from the correct end, getting that extra bounce with her length and the bounce of the pitch. So I would like actually to see a short cover in, just for the one that pops. Is gonna chip it to short cover.
Crashes into the pads, and it's given. That is the second wicket for the Fidelity Titans. A wonderful change of bowling here from Captain Robin Searle, but Sophia Smale with the slower ball. The ball just died as it crashed into the pitch, and Pumelelo Mashlowane will leave without scoring a run.
So I spoke about the bounce, and there was a lack of bounce there for the wicket, but no question there from umpire Obundo. that was straightforward plumb and great, as you said, great change of bowling from Captain Robin Sill. You can see working hard with the bowler is Captain Sill.
Looks like a third umpire has just called everybody
Yep.
off the field. Could be a worry of lightning. 13 kilometers away. This is our producer behind us. That is definitely a cause for concern. Hopefully it slides over and we can get a full game of cricket in. Otherwise we do have Duckworth Lewis pass score with us. But I think it is 5 overs that need to be played in order to get a result. Otherwise it's a no result. 2 points goes to each team if there is a no result, which will mean that the Fidelity Titans will end at the top of the log on 12 points with the Lions on 10. Fidelity Titans are not happy with the decision that they need to be sent off the field.
Understandably, there's 5 balls left to get a proper game in that you can go with the Duckworth Lewis third, and without doing the math, they are ahead by a long way. So understandably that they're not happy. But player safety is at the top of priorities when coming to especially weather. So I can understand that they are not happy, but call has been made by umpire Goos, and that's not a call that they make very lightly. But with the breakthrough from Smail, that is,
So 2 wickets down in the second innings. After 5 overs, they would have needed to score 41 runs. They're only on 16, so that would have been a definite win for the Fidelity Titans. But anything is possible. Play might resume, and you will hear from us again when that happens.